The world's best mathematician won the highest honor in his field, and within hours announced he was leaving academia for OpenAI. The world's best mathematician just won the most prestigious award in his field, and within hours announced he was leaving academia for OpenAI. That landed differently than most AI announcements. Jacob Zimmerman just won the Fields Medal, and on the same day at the press conference, he said the math profession as we know it will not exist the way it exists right now. 3 things happened this week that tell a story about where everything is heading: talent, capital, and capability all moving at the same time. And the talent story starts with someone who just stood at the very top of mathematics and walked away. The Fields Medal is the highest honor in mathematics. It is awarded every 4 years to mathematicians under 40 years old for outstanding achievement. It is often called the Nobel Prize of Mathematics, though there are some important differences. Nobel Prizes have no age limit and are awarded annually. The Fields Medal comes with a $10,000 prize and recognition as one of the greatest mathematical minds of your generation. To put this in perspective, winning the Fields Medal is like reaching the summit of your career. You have proven yourself at the absolute highest level, and then you decide to leave the mountain. Zimmerman won for solving a problem that had been open for nearly 40 years. That is not a minor result. That is a decades-long puzzle that the mathematical community could not crack, and he solved it. The press conference coverage highlighted how significant this achievement is. Solving a problem of that age and difficulty puts you in the ranks of mathematicians who changed how we understand the field. And yet, within hours of receiving the highest possible recognition for that achievement, he announced he was leaving his university position to join OpenAI safety team. That is not a small career pivot. That is a complete change of direction at the peak of your career. His exact words at the press conference were telling. He said the math profession as we know it now, he does not think it will exist the way it exists right now. That is not a casual observation. That is someone who has just reached the pinnacle of academia making a statement about the future of the entire profession. He is not leaving because he could not make it in academia. He is leaving because he has already made it and he sees a different future ahead. The comments on the original post put it bluntly. One commenter wrote that he is a smart person who recognized that working in academia can be frustrating, so he decided to go where the money is. Another commenter noted that he did try to make it to the top of his field first, not bailing halfway through. The money story is staggering. According to the source post, some companies were offering people $100 million to $250 million over 4 years. That is not a salary, that is a life-changing sum of money. One commenter pointed out that these offers are likely tied to stock options and dependent on share price. Another commenter questioned what price OpenAI will IPO at, noting that Claude seems to have surpassed them and very good free Chinese models are out there. The numbers are real whether or not the stock plays work out. Families have mortgages and bills. Even at the top of academia, the financial gap between industry and academia is enormous. Then there is the infrastructure story. NVIDIA is in talks to backstop $250 billion in financing for a 10-gigawatt OpenAI data center in southern Ohio. That data center would be built on a decommissioned uranium enrichment site. The total cost including chips could exceed $500 billion. To put that in perspective, that is not a software company anymore. That is an energy company pretending to be a software company. 10 gigawatts of power, $500 billion in total cost. The scale of what is being built is hard to comprehend. And then there is the capability story. Kimi K3 weights dropped on July the 26th, a day early, 2.8 trillion parameters with 1 million token context, free to download from Hugging Face. That is the largest open model ever released. Anyone can run it now. This is a massive shift in the open model landscape. The ability to download and run a model of this scale changes what researchers and developers can do without waiting for proprietary access. The community reaction in the comments was fascinating. One commenter joked that hopefully Zimmerman award-winning math skills will help AI companies build chatbots that stop saying hits differently and lands differently when people use them to generate content. Another commenter agreed and started predicting the next step is AI tailoring language to the platform you are posting in. There was a genuine sense that something is shifting. Multiple commenters noted that he will get to keep doing research with lots of money to spend, and that research outside academia is booming. It is not just about money. It is about a new ecosystem forming. 3 things in 1 week: the world's best mathematician leaving academia for OpenAI, $500 billion in infrastructure being built, the largest open model ever released going free, talent, capital, and capability all converging at the same time. That pattern is not coincidental. It is the shape of the next decade. What do you think this means for the future of mathematics and AI? Leave your read in the comments. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe and I will see you in the next one. 3 things in 1 week: the world's best mathematician leaving academia for OpenAI, $500 billion in infrastructure being built, the largest open model ever released going free, talent, capital, and capability all converging at the same time. That pattern is not coincidental. It is the shape of the next decade. What do you think this means for the future of mathematics and AI? Leave your read in the comments. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe and I will see you in the next one.